The Metabolic Giant, a comprehensive investor's guide to Novo Nordisk. As we move through January 2026, the global pharmaceutical landscape is being reshaped by a single class of drugs, GLP-1 receptor agonists. At the center of this revolution is Novo Nordisk, ticker NVO. Once a steady, specialized Danish insulin maker, Novo Nordisk has transformed into a global healthcare titan with a market valuation that has at times exceeded the entire GDP of its home country. For an investor looking at Novo Nordisk today, the narrative has shifted from discovery to dominance and defense. While its blockbusters Ozempic and Wegovy are household names, the company is now navigating a complex environment of price cuts, fierce competition from Eli Lilly, and a looming patent cliff in international markets. This guide provides a deep dive into the 2026 reality of Novo Nordisk before you decide to invest. 1. The product engine, Ozempic, Wegovy, and the pill revolution. Novo Nordisk's success is built on a single molecule, Semaglutide. This compound mimics a hormone that regulates blood sugar and appetite, making it a miracle treatment for both type 2 diabetes and obesity. The current portfolio. Ozempic, diabetes, the foundational injectable that remains a top seller worldwide. Wegovy, obesity, the higher dose version specifically for weight loss. In 2026, Wegovy has expanded its reach to include cardiovascular benefits and liver disease, MASH, treatment. The Wegovy Pill, oral semaglutide, launched broadly in January 2026. This is the holy grail for the company. Most patients prefer a daily pill over a weekly injection. This oral version allows Novo Nordisk to target a massive population that is needle-phobic, potentially recapturing market share lost to rivals in 2025. The pipeline, beyond the single hormone. Novo Nordisk is not resting on its laurels. The company is currently testing CagriSema, a combination therapy that pairs semaglutide with another hormone, amylin. Early data suggests it could provide even greater weight loss with fewer side effects, acting as a defensive wall against newer drugs from competitors. 2. The 2026 context, price wars and Trump RX. The biggest headline for Novo Nordisk investors in early 2026 is the drastic reduction in U.S. prices. Under a new direct-to-consumer program and government negotiations, the list price for Ozempic and Wegovy has been slashed by up to 70% for many patients. The revenue impact. On the surface, cutting a price from $1,300 to $350 per month sounds like a disaster for profits. However, Novo Nordisk management has guided for only a low single-digit negative impact on global sales. Volume over price. The price cut has made the drug accessible to millions of cash-pay patients who previously couldn't afford it. Insurance coverage. Lower prices make it easier for employers and government plans, Medicare, Medicaid, to cover the drug, leading to a massive spike in total prescriptions. 3. Financial health. Performance as of January 2026. Despite a volatile 2025 where the stock saw a significant reset from its highs, Novo Nordisk enters 2026 as a highly profitable machine. Key metrics, January 17, 2026. Market price, approximately $61.58. Market capitalization, approximately $275 billion. Price to earnings ratio, approximately 17.5x, significantly lower than its 2024 peak of 40x, suggesting the stock is now reasonably valued. Dividend yield, approximately 2.8%. Novo Nordisk is a consistent dividend payer, often distributing profits twice a year. Net margin, approximately 32%. For every dollar of sales, Novo keeps 32 cents as pure profit, a very high margin for the industry. 4. The competitive duel, Novo Nordisk versus Eli Lilly. In 2026, the obesity wars are a two-horse race. Eli Lilly's drug, Zepbound, tirzepatide, has proven slightly more effective in clinical trials for pure weight loss, causing Novo to lose significant market share in 2025. The 2026 counterattack. Novo Nordisk is fighting back not with stronger drugs, but with better access. Manufacturing lead. Novo Nordisk has invested over $10 billion in new factories, including the acquisition of Catalent, to ensure they never run out of stock. Oral advantage. By getting the Wegovy Pill to market first, Novo has a convenience moat that Eli's injectable drugs cannot yet cross. Viral advantage. Novo Nordisk is Eli Lilly's first choice for rapid weight loss. This makes Zepbound instantly marquee as a highly concentrated pill, potentially lowering competition in 2026. 5. The international headache, generics and patents. While the US is the biggest market, Novo faces a unique challenge in 2026, the international patent cliff. In countries like Canada, China, and Brazil, core patents for semaglutide have begun to expire. The Canadian test. In January 2026, generic versions of semaglutide were approved in Canada, threatening to cut prices by 65%. The Povystra strategy. To protect its territory, Novo Nordisk has launched its own branded generics, Povystra and Plosbrio, in these markets, identical drugs at lower prices, to stop competitors from gaining a foothold. 6. Risks. What could derail the investment? 1. Compounding pharmacies.
The rise of bootleg or compounded semaglutide remains a threat. If these unauthorized versions cause a major health scare, it could lead to increased regulation that hurts the entire sector. 2. Long-term side effects. As millions of people stay on these drugs for years, any newly discovered long-term health risk, such as thyroid or gastrointestinal issues, could lead to massive lawsuits. 3. Crowded trade. Nearly every healthcare fund owns NVO. If the company misses a single earnings target, the exit door gets very crowded very fast, leading to sharp price drops. 7. Investment strategy. How to approach NVO. If you are looking to start an investment in Novo Nordisk today, the frenzy of 2024 has been replaced by a more value-oriented opportunity in 2026. The wait for stability view. The stock is currently trading near its 200-day moving average of $50 to $60. Many investors look for a support level here before buying. The hedge strategy. Some investors choose to own both NVO and LYY, Eli Lilly. This ensures you are betting on the growth of the market rather than trying to guess which company will win the individual drug battles. The dividend reinvestment. Because NVO pays a consistent dividend, it is an excellent candidate for a DRIP, dividend reinvestment plan, where you use your payouts to buy more shares automatically. Conclusion. The long-term case. Novo Nordisk in 2026 is no longer a speculative moonshot. It is a foundational healthcare company. With obesity rates still climbing globally and the company expanding into heart, kidney, and liver care, the total addressable market for its drugs is measured in the hundreds of billions of dollars. If you can handle the volatility of the pharmaceutical sector and the ongoing price wars with the government and competitors, Novo Nordisk remains one of the highest quality companies in the world. It is a bet on the medicalization of metabolic health, a trend that shows no signs of slowing down.